Hey everyone, Lightforged here, bringing you a small clip of my Hearthstone game. This is actually the third class I was able to beat the boss in. I started off with my Paladin class, it's my preferred class, hence the name Lightforged. And then I tried the Mage, and they were both quite fun. I was able to beat them in less than 40 tries, or less than 40 bosses defeated, right? But I decided to record my final boss with Gul'dan because this final boss was a bit troublesome with the other two guys, right? Well, at least the final boss that I was playing with and the other two guys, both my Paladin and my Mage. But when I played with Gul'dan, on the first, I guess you can say, boost that I was able to get was double health. And then, luckily for me, the next boost that came up, I was able to get double health again. Now, I know double health and double health sounds like a pretty easy cop-out, but to this point right now, my Mage had a hard time even getting one double health. And sometimes you just need that extra boost just to be able to outlast the other class. Because sometimes they get some cards that are just remove all your other minions and destroy all your minions. They counterspell everything. So this just worked out really well with me and Gul'dan, me and the Warlock. And then the strategy worked out for the most part throughout the whole run. I believe I beat two bosses, and then I lost. And then I went back, tried again, and I was able to do it all in one go. I was able to do it with Cthulhu, some of his followers, and Mal'Ganis. I had like 3 Mal'Ganis in my deck, and I'll show you guys afterwards what I was able to put together. And I don't end up losing too much health because of the double boost, but I do get quite a bit of damage taken. And I was using a lot of the cards to be able to get even more cards. I was taking advantage of it. So, unfortunately, I did pick a lot of high cards, so it was a little bit hard to get started at first. But once I got going, it made it a lot easier. So that's at 174 at that point. I lose a Mal'Ganis, but it's alright. I still have another one. And I'm trying to get something going, but I'm trying to play something in combination. I can't really decide exactly what I'm trying to do. Alright, so see, the idea of the deck is to pull out Cthulhu's minions, power him up, kind of use him as a board clear. Several of the minions that he has, or that you can choose along to go with Cthulhu, kind of require you to build him up in order to benefit from him. A lot of them are, once Cthulhu gets to 10 and 10, it'll give you a lot of beneficial spells like this one. And so you get a taunt, gets a buff, and you get another one. So you have 2 taunts. Not necessarily, the biggest thing in the world, but 2 taunts, as opposed to getting more damage taken away, is hard. And I'm at 159 right now, and I started at 200. That's 41 damage, and I think without any doubled health, you start out at 50, if I'm not mistaken. So, even if it doesn't seem like I lost a lot of health, you have to think about it as what if your health wasn't double? I'd be pretty close to losing right now. So the idea is to take out his cards while being able to pull something together. Or clear seems like the right idea right here, because it takes away Mal'Ganis and makes his makes the boss vulnerable again. And unfortunately, I'm out of cards, but And I've got Cthulhu, Mal'Ganis, got a lot of health on my side, so I have to use that to my advantage. I gotta see what the best strategy is to pull out. And I mean, I can give him a taunt and give him a strength boost. It's only momentary though. I just have to try to choose the right cards because he does have a lot of cards left, and he can. I think it's a silence and damage all minions for like 2 mana. Incredibly overpowered. There we go. Take 2 more damage. Still have 17 cards, 19 cards if you count the ones in his hands. I'm just trying to pull out a strategy. Like I said, the good thing is that I've got a lot of health, but I can't lose the cards I already have, or else it's essentially a race to death, which would be easier for him because he still has 17 cards, even if I do have 140 health left. So I go with Cthulhu now. Launches out. So I've got a 10-10 Cthulhu out. And if I can get Mal'Ganis out there, you've got me protected. And I've got a 10 monster. Oh, he had 2 dooms in his hand. And see, for me, by all means, go ahead and attack my health. You get me? Leave the monsters up so I can keep attacking. And the reason I went for the taunt is so they can also kill themselves, and I can clear their board, so it'll be easier to kill 1 minion as opposed to killing like 5 or 6. So see, right here we finally get Mal'Ganis out, and he's down to 16 health. It's pretty much a done deal at this point. They deal 2 damage to a character, that kills it. We're good. Take 5 damage, it's all good. I've got Mal'Ganis. Charge, destroy 2 cards. And it's GG. Cthulhu, the Lifesaver. And I play with most of my decks too. Say 9 bosses defeated in 1 run. Alright. See, we've got the 2 potions up top. 2 potions of vitality. The bag of stuffing was actually pretty sweet too. The party portal is quite helpful with larger spells. Or if you just have more spells like for mages and priests, it's pretty helpful. We've got a lot of Cthulhu's minions and the demons. Yep, Visible Enforcer, Cho'Gall, and the board clears. I have to have some kind of board clears. Blood River Gul'dan was pretty sweet. And the few bosses that I was able to use him in. So, yeah, I was happy about it because, like I said, my paladin, my mage, took quite a few tries to actually be able to clear it out, and Gul'dan became my 3rd and fastest. So Jaina took about 30 some tries, Paladin about right around 30, and Gul'dan took 9. Alright guys, hope you liked this video. Enjoy, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. Thanks.